I do want to acknowledge the video bloggers known as Diamond and Silk. We badly mishandled our communications with them, and since then we've worked hard to improve our relationship. We appreciate the perspective that they add to our platform.
I've provided to you a screenshot I've taken from content that was published on Facebook from a page that is Milkshakes Against the Republican Party. There are 2 posts. Would you read the first one? And there is one naughty word there that you're welcome to skip over.
Congressman, this is a post, Milkshakes Against the Republican Party. It has a picture, and it says, parents in the waiting area for today's school shooting in Florida. And then it says, you remember the shooting at the Republican baseball game. One of those should happen every week until those NRA, and then there are unpleasant words. And then there's, I'm not sure if this is another post beneath it or not.
Yeah, that's a second post. Will you read that? That has no naughty words.
It says, dear crazed shooters, the GOP has frequent baseball practice. You really want to be remembered. That's how you do it. Signed, Americans tired of our politicians bathing in the blood of the innocent for a few $1 million from the terrorist organization NRA.
Do these posts violate your terms of service?
Any call for violence violates our terms of service.
So why is Milkshakes Against the Republican Party still a live page on your platform?
I can't speak, I haven't reviewed this page. I can't speak to why any page is up or not up, but we can certainly follow up with it.
So a member of my staff provided these comments to Facebook, and we said, based on our reading of your terms of service, and frankly, based on your testimony today, where you say, we are committed to removing content that encourages real-world harm. Based on that, this would be a facial violation, but I received back what I've provided to you, and the highlighted portion of Facebook's message back to my staff includes, it doesn't go against one of our specific community standards. So do you see the tension between your public testimony today, your terms of service, and then your conduct when you're presented with violent calls to shoot people who are members of my party at baseball practice?
Congressman, there's no place for any calls for violence on Facebook. I will certainly follow up after the hearing and make sure that we're addressing content you bring to our attention. In any
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I brought it to your attention when I emailed it to you, and then I brought it to your attention when I went to Facebook with Mr. Ratcliffe. We went to California. We went to your corporate headquarters. I showed these posts to your executives, and the response I got from your executives is, well, we removed those specific posts, but we're not going to remove the entire page. So I guess if a page hosts repeated content that threatens violence and that references the shooting of Republicans at a baseball game, why would you not remove the page?
Thank you, Congressman. Okay, so these posts were removed, but the page has not been removed. Is that
correct?
Correct. Okay. So we remove pages or groups or profiles when there is a certain threshold of violations that has been met. So, and this depends. If somebody, for instance, posts an image of child sexual abuse imagery, their account will come down right away. But there are different thresholds depending on different violations. So I can follow up with you on that.
How many times does a page have to encourage violence against Republican members of Congress at baseball practice before you will ban the page?
Congressman, I'm happy to look into this and look at the page specifically and then come back to you with an answer.
You agree this is a mistake, right?
The post should not be on Facebook. I have to look at a specific page before with my team before we can.
Do you think that this page should be hosted on Facebook with these multiple calls for violence against people in my party?
Congressman, I personally have not seen the page on Facebook.
Do you subjectively manipulate your algorithms to prioritize or censor speech?
Congresswoman, we don't think about what we're doing as censoring speech. I think that there are types of content like terrorism that I think that we all agree we do not want to have on our service. So we build systems that can identify those and can remove that content, and we're very proud of that work.
Let me tell you something right now. Diamond and Silk is not terrorism.
I'm looking at you too. I don't see any terrorism. I don't see any threat to the community standards or whatever the heck their justification is.
Why is Facebook censoring conservative bloggers such as Diamond and Silk? Facebook called them unsafe to the community. That is ludicrous. They hold conservative views. That isn't unsafe. What's your response to?
Congressman, in that specific case, our team made an enforcement error, and we have already gotten in touch with them to reverse it.
Did you get contacted by Facebook, and has this been reversed?
No.